Hi everyone, welcome to today's new video. Today I will be reading all the books that I am in the middle of. And there are a lot of books I'm in the middle of, so let's see the books. A bit of a change of scenery maybe, but right now I'm in Spain with my parents because they live here. And yeah, these are the books that I am in the middle of right now. There's more. There are I think there are like 12 books I am in the middle of, but these are the 5 physical books I'm in the middle of, and I brought these to Spain so I could read them because I have a lot of time this week, which I normally don't have. So I'm trying to, let's say, at least knock 3 of these out and maybe read some on my iPad as well. But yeah, let's start off with A Court of Silver Flames. Yesterday on the plane, I started reading this one. I am 140 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it. I was kind of scared to read from someone else's perspective besides Feyre, but I really like Nesta actually. I never disliked Nesta. It's just, yeah, I just didn't understand most of the time why she was doing that. But reading from her perspective, I just get it. And I don't know, I just like her character. She's snarky and she's annoying sometimes, but I just think she is such an interesting character to read about, and her story is very entertaining. So I'm really enjoying this right now. Then I have a book with me that I've been reading for a long time now. I think I started reading this one a month ago, and I picked this up because it was kind of like a palate cleanser, and I heard this one was about physics, and I love physics. And like I said, normally I don't really read rom-coms. I'm more of a fantasy girly, specifically romantasy, but also like a good political fantasy. Not the point. I started reading Love Theoretically because it was about physics, but then I don't know actually what happened. I just didn't pick it back up, which is kind of sad because I was really enjoying it, but I brought it to Spain hopefully to finish it this week. Then I'm reading Legendary, which I'm really enjoying. I really liked Caraval, but this one is from Donatella's perspective instead of Scarlett's perspective, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like that, but it's not boring me actually. I kind of like Donatella, and this story was so good. I just think Stephanie Garber's writing in general is so good and so entertaining, and the worlds she creates are so magical. I know A Curse for True Love is out now, and I really want to read it, but I don't know where I'm gonna get the time to do so. But I do want to finish Legendary. And then right now, while I'm filming this video, it is October 31st. So that means Halloween, and the Ex-Hex is like the perfect Halloween book. It is about witches, and it's also like really short. If you can see, it's like 300 pages, so maybe I'll actually read this one today for Halloween. But yeah, it's fun, it's cute, it's more rom-com-y. But yeah, cute book. And then we have Bunny, which is like a really weird read. It is for our book club, and it's the pick of the month, so I do need to read it. I'm also halfway through, but I don't know, it's just so weird, and I don't understand it most of the times, which is kind of putting me off reading it. But I want to finish it because, I don't know, I've heard so many people like it that I feel like I must like it too. So yeah, this is my little stack of books. I'm gonna start reading, and it's probably gonna become A Court of Silver Flames because I'm really enjoying that right now. But we'll see what we'll pick. So yeah, I think it was kind of obvious, but I'm reading A Court of Silver Flames right now. And yeah, like I said, I'm really liking Nesta actually. I really like the plot of this. And also, I heard people say this before, but when you're not reading from Feyre's perspective, they are both actually kind of annoying. Yeah, no, they're not annoying like I'm bothered by it, but when I'm reading from Nesta's perspective and they're like all so mean to her, I'm like, don't do my girl like that. And I don't know, I just like Nesta actually. I actually really do. update. I am 200 and a little bit of pages into A Court of Silver Flames. I'm on chapter 17 and I'm leaving this for what it is. I'm not DNFing it, that's not the case. I'm just putting it down for a little bit so I can read another book. Yeah, I'm a mood reader. Don't blame me, it's just I can't focus on one book all the time. And right now I'm also reading Flawless by Elsie Silver. And I know I kind of said I was never gonna read this series, but it's so good. I just didn't find the concept of it entertaining because it's like about a bull rider and this girl who's like kind of his PR manager. I was like, nah, that doesn't sound good. It's really good. I'm 40% in right now. And like I said, it's so good. I'm enjoying it so much. I think right now it's going to like 4 stars. But we'll see what it's gonna do. And yeah, so I'm leaving this book. But I will continue, probably. But not now. Also, Bunny is still with us, almost halfway through, and also Legendary, but like I said, I'm gonna read Flawless by Elsie Silver first. I am 63% into Flawless. Yeah, it's Flawless. And I'm really enjoying it. I don't think I'm gonna finish it today. I think I'm gonna read some other books today as well. But it's so good. And I don't know, the relationship is kind of growing on me. Yeah, I just really like this series actually. I think I'm gonna continue the series after this. I finished Flawless, just like I said yesterday, but this is like my full review because I don't know, I expected to hate this series, which I know sounds like the biggest BS, but I am not a fan of contemporary romance anymore. It's just something that I don't vibe with anymore since I started reading fantasy and romanticities. So picking up a contemporary romance is like so hard for me because I never seem to enjoy it. But I obviously picked Flawless up and it was so good. The banter, they have like this really good connection and they have this witty banter that I so like. And the thing is, I'm not like a fan of bull riding or anything, but why do I want to go to a match now? I want to go to a match and see it for myself because that was such an entertaining plotline, weirdly enough. And so basically this character, Red, is a bull rider, and you have Summer, who's kind of like a PR manager who's coming to save his reputation because he had like a big scandal, which was honestly a bit stupid, but he had a scandal and she's coming to save his reputation, and obviously we're gonna have like a love story. But the thing is, the characters around our main couple are also so entertaining and they are so well written, which kind of makes them feel like actual people and actual dynamics, and it's just so fun. And it was such a quick read. I think I read this in like maybe 2 days, and I normally take a bit longer for books, So it was really good and I really enjoyed this, and I gave it 4.25 stars because I feel a little anxious to give contemporary romances 5 stars, because even though there might be like really good, I don't feel the same about a contemporary romance as I can feel about a fantasy. So it doesn't feel fair for me to give a contemporary romance a 5 star and a fantasy book a 5 star, because it's just entirely different. So that's why I gave it my rating. But I loved it. I actually really want to go into the second book, but for now I think we're gonna go into A Curse for True Love or Queen of Shadows. So we'll see. Like always, I couldn't stick to just one book, so I have switched over to Legendary instead of reading Heartless, and I am now 70% into Legendary. I don't know what it is, but Stephanie Garber's writing just gets me all the time. The plot is so good, the writing is so beautiful, and I don't know, I just really like her work. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be finishing Legendary this night or otherwise tomorrow. But like I said, I'm really enjoying it. Also, it has been so windy all day, so I don't know if you can see, but in the pool over there, there's a chair over there, because one of the chairs that actually stood right there was blown into the pool. So it has been a really windy day. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside and read a little more. So I rated this book 4 stars, I think it was. And for everyone who doesn't know this series, it is the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber, and this is the second book in the series, and this is from Donatella's perspective. And I've heard many people say they didn't like this book because it was from Donatella's perspective and they don't like her, but that wasn't an issue for me. I really liked that. Also, this plot line was very entertaining. I liked the new characters, I liked the plot twist, oh my god. But the only thing I kind of missed was the vibes from the first Caraval. This book, like the actual Caraval starts, I think, somewhere in the middle of this book, which was kind of disappointing for me because I loved the Caraval setting, and there was just less of that in this book, which isn't a big problem, but that was just kind of what I missed, and that's why I gave it 4 stars while I gave the first book 5 stars. But I actually really like Donatella. I don't get why people hate her. I don't agree with what people say about her. So I really like this story. I wish we had more of Scarlet in this story as well, but the romance, oh, I love the romance in this book. I love the romance in this book more than I love the romance in the first book. And that is saying something. Or if you've read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, Jax! Okay, so maybe this is a bit scandalous because people say it's like almost forbidden. But I read Once Upon a Broken Heart before I started reading the Caraval trilogy, and that is simply because I had no intention of reading this series, like ever. It didn't sound interesting to me, but then I read that series, the other series, the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and I was like, oh, this is so good. And that's why I started reading this series. But because I've read that series before this series, I am just seeing all these kind of hints and all these characters that I already know in this book, and it's so funny. I just love that. I would honestly recommend reading Once Upon a Broken Heart first. I don't know, I prefer that way. But yeah, this is so off topic all. But this book was kind of amazing. Can't wait to start finale. And Stephanie Garber, you're a queen. Hi guys. Yesterday night I finished the Ex-Hex, and that is also the end of this video. Like I said, I read the Ex-Hex last night and I gave it 3 stars, I think. Ooh. But like I said, this is so messy. I rated it 3 stars, or I think it was 3 stars, but it was just like a cute little comedy, kind of a little rom-com, and it was cute, it was funny, the romance was cute, the witchy concept was cute. It wasn't something special, but it was just cute. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.